So I started racing in 2014, and I was pretty bad back then. I think I only got points at 2 rounds. One was Red Bud, which I think is more likely to happen because it's like a holiday weekend, so I feel like less people are going to race it. In 2014, like I said, I only scored a couple points, and 2015 I got 11th in points in the championship, and then in 2016 I think I was 16th or something in points. But just to kind of show the difference of the AMs from 2014 all the way to 2016 is the point of this video. So I'm gonna run through a couple races. 2015 and 2016 Indiana were the exact same, so it's by far the best comparison. But then I'm gonna also do 2014 Red Bud that I got points at compared to 2016 Red Bud, and yeah, I'll just compare lap times and just kind of show uh, roughly like where the position's placed, just to give like a rough idea of how much quicker the amateur class has gotten. And obviously the pro class is also way faster as well. I think it partially has to do with the adding the linkage. I feel like you can run a bit stiffer suspension and it tracks a lot better, so I think that does help a lot. So anyways, yeah, here we'll start with the first moto. The best places in 2014, my lap times are about 10 seconds slower than the top positions, and that's the same with 2016 as well, but I was way less consistent in 2014, even this being one of my best, most consistent races. You can just see how I was still struggling with some of the tight corners and stuff. But basically, I'm 2 laps down in this, and I'm still in 15th place. And in 2016, 2 years later, I'm in 15th. I did go a lap down, but I was like right behind the leader. And this, I almost went 3 laps down. On average, the lap times were 10 seconds a lap shorter in 2016. So taking that's about 2 minutes over the 12 laps on the motos. Comparing 2014, I do 10 laps in 27 minutes 45 seconds, and in 2016 I'm on my 10th lap in 23:46. So we're looking at a 2-minute difference. It's 4 minutes total, but if you take the lap times being shorter, it's still a 2-minute difference. And considering 2 minutes is a whole lap, I was 1 lap down in the same position in 2014 compared to 2016. So that right there is a huge change. You would be out of the points without a doubt in 2016. So it's way more competitive now in 2016, and 2017 is going to be even more competitive. I think it's partially to do with, like I said before, the physics of the game have changed a little bit. Bikes are a little more powerful, tracks are built a little differently, allowing people to go a little quicker and be a little more consistent maybe. But I think it's also the paid series now makes everything more competitive because people pay, they're now going to be more likely to play. And comparing this year to last year even, I raced half the rounds and got 11th in points, versus this year I think I raced 8 of the rounds and I got, I think, 16th in points or something. So it definitely is a huge difference, and I think it's only going to get more and more competitive. May even need to bring up like another class maybe to give some people starting the game a better chance. I'm not sure. So now we'll take a look at Indiana, because Indiana in 2015 and 16 are the exact same. So it's like the perfect comparison, not different tracks or anything. The only difference between now and then, I don't think the traction was any different. It may be slightly different, so that might be a part of the change, but I think it's mainly the linkage and obviously more competitive now in the 2015 to 2016 season. So this is definitely one of my better races of 2015 at Indiana. I went 6th this moto and 9th the second moto for a 6th overall. And I think my best other moto was a 7th overall. So yeah, this was definitely my best race, and it's my favorite track on the circuit. So it makes me want to play it more, and I usually race better, obviously, on the track that I like. So yeah, it was definitely a good race. And now comparing it to the 2016, so my lap times, my best lap time on the race was a 2:21, and then on 2016 it's a 2:17. So right off the bat, like I had a way better qualifying time. My race pace was a fair amount quicker, and so comparing the 11 laps, like the finish time, I was on the lead lap on both races, and I am 30 seconds quicker in 2016, but I'm actually 2 spots behind in the positions. So if you compare 2015 to 2016, the 8th position, it's actually a 52-second difference, which is about a half a lap difference. So again, just like direct proof, even from 2015 to 2016, it is a huge difference. Like half a lap is a huge distance, and obviously it's 52 seconds, which is huge as well. But it's falling off 5 times. So yeah, it's just crazy how much faster it is in 2016. I can't imagine what it's going to be like next year even, which we'll see if they do paid racing. We'll see what racing even happens, but either way, it's pretty crazy how much faster the game has gotten and how much more competitive, and like I'm significantly better now. Although I put way less effort in, I'm still way better than I was, and it's still baffling how much faster and more competitive it is. I guess if you can't, like, if you're not fast enough to race in RF AMs, then there's always tons of other like off-season, like the DM racing, and like EMF is a little easier, I think. I don't know for amateur how much easier it is, but pro it's a little easier. And yeah, like there's still tons of other races to do to kind of get you racing and learning how to race better and stay calm in the bad situations. But yeah, overall it's kind of cool how much the game has grown and how much more competitive it is.